Welcome back, Flamelings. I apologize for the background audio on that Gushin video and hope it is fixed for the one you're currently viewing. So this video is all about answering that question for the new players, or maybe even some of you more veteran players that want to switch to a new role, but just don't know where to start or where to spend your hard-earned battle points. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm just going to switch over to the game, and that way we're not staring at this background the whole time. Oh, it is a pretty nice, right? You guys like the female Cho? Anyways, let's flip over. My first recommendation for new players, and my number one recommendation, is going to have to be Akai. Now, the reason for this is because Akai has a couple, well, actually, there's two big reasons. Big brain reasons and then meta reasons. So, meta-wise, Akai is seen as a safe pick at the moment because he can displace a lot of enemy heroes. He can pin certain targets down or push them away from the enemy jungle or from turtles and lords. He can also like solo engage an entire team or like peel for your whole team. And this peel or push can also apply like minion waves, so it makes him all the better. And if you're brand new to the game or to the role, then chances are everyone else in your ELO is spamming Bauman, but technically Bauman is popular, so I still see him quite often here in like Mythic ELO, so yeah. Anyways, here's the big brain reasoning. Since most of your enemies will likely be Bauman or Karina users, it will be best for you to learn Akai, as he can prevent both of them from securing objectives as stated previously. Worst case scenario, and if you can't jungle because your random took the jungle role from you, Akai is still one of the best roamers in the game. And I don't know if I told you yet, but roaming is the most important role in this game. So what are you waiting for? Pick up Akai today, feel great jungling and thrashing your enemies about, or roaming for your team when adjustments are necessary. And if it gets really wild and tough out there, Akai can actually handle the XP lane pretty well. And he's a little bit worse at mid lane, and for gold lane, you can cope until you get level 4. Just please try to stick to jungle or roam with his panda, okay? Next up, and taking her rightful spot as number 2 recommendation for new players, is Nana. Now, Nana in high elo basically has 2 reactions, okay? Number 1 is lol Nana easy, or number 2, hell no, that's a sweaty Nana, GG's. So Nana comes with all the highest recommendation marks from me because her passive really helps you out, especially if you're just starting to learn the game or learn the role as a mage. The ability to reposition and recall that her passive brings will be of great use to you as you learn to not get caught out of position in the future. Of course, she also has the ability to provide bush vision with the help of her good old friend Molina, and when the stars align, you can always send down a nice placed ultimate for maximum emotional damage out there. Bonus tips, Nana, like Akai, can be used as a roamer, gold laner, or EXP laner as well. She may not be the best out there in terms of split pushing, but trying to tower dive a Nana that knows how to play well will usually end up in a 2-for-1 trade for the enemies. Just remember, it's not waves, it's Nana scales. Recommendation number 3 is also a hot topic, or should I say, slimy topic. If you don't like the idea of being a panda, pushing people around, and just bullying them with your power, or traumatizing enemies with Molina and magic powers that Nana brings, and you just want to go out there and you want to be able to go into basically any lane and just shoot people or spit on them for no reason, and then when you get angry at them, you just want to summon some sharks and drag them to the bottom of the ocean, well then, my guys, this guy right here is your friend, Bane. Our non-COVID friendly squid over here also comes very highly recommended from me because he's actually super strong in all the roles except the roamer role. And of course, he isn't restricted to physical items. In 4th place, we have our forgotten baby, Carmilla. Now, Carmilla has a special place in my heart, okay? I hold her in high regards, even though people say that she sucks and that I should recommend other roamers instead of her, but never. Carmilla is super good, and especially if you don't have no idea how to roam, and this is because she really supports herself before she starts supporting others. And she doesn't really have the problems that other supports would have in solo queue. Basically, let's think of Atlas, somebody not backing up your sets or your team just ignoring your sets. And she also doesn't have the issue of, basically ulting a bad hyper carry, Angela. But basically she can harass, and she can also provide a decent amount of crowd control. And most importantly, she has one of the most broken and misunderstood ultimates in the game. So definitely highly recommended for me, especially for new players to the roam role. Last but defos not least, if you really have that itch, you just want to be the main DPS, you want the entire team to rely on your damage to carry them in the late game, then let me present to you Irithyll. Let me present you Irithyll. This marksman is very good for players that are new to the marksman role because she can attack while moving. And so it makes it very easy for her to kite the enemies. Not to mention that she does insane AoE damage when her ultimate is up. And of course, she has built-in armor shred and can reveal enemies in bushes with Leo's roar. Just make sure you join teamfights when most of the crowd control has been burned up by the enemy, okay? If you guys would like to see more in-depth versions, which I will show the Bane one because I kind of really want to emphasize how critical Bane is for new players, but if you guys are interested in seeing something similar to what I will do for Bane, stay tuned. Then let me know if you are interested in that, and yeah, we'll see you guys around. I hope the video helped you out, especially learning new roles. There's one for each role that I just showed you, and if you're a new player, I suggest you take them in the order I presented them in, but of course you don't have to. If you just really want to be that main DPS, definitely try out Irithyll, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys around. Zero out.